Volkswagen Passat is one of the few VWs that's never managed to quite hit the mark. It's been criticised for its bland exterior, dark interior, the fact that it was always quite underpowered. So what about the new Passat? Well, it was unveiled at Paris and it's here at Birmingham 96 for all to see. The main problem is, I think the poor thing must be having a bit of an identity crisis. Because if I'm not very much mistaken, it looks rather more like an Audi.
This was a criticism levelled at the old Passat, but the new one is class-leading in many respects, not the least of which is the value for money it offers. It's a high-quality car, it's bigger than the old one, it's exceptionally well-equipped, and yet it's priced to the same level as, say, a Ford Mondeo or a Volkswagen Vectra.
Yeah, affordability has been a huge theme with VW recently, both in your advertising and in what the company's all about. Are you really trying to stick to this with the Passat?
We did research a while ago to ask people why if they were going to buy a car and didn't buy a Volkswagen, why didn't they buy a Volkswagen? And the answer always was, it's too expensive. And yet, with the Polo, for example, we had the car priced alongside its leading competitors. It was no more expensive than, say, a Fiesta. Had same levels of equipment, so spec for spec. So we thought, well, we'll have a single message, which is to tell people that a Volkswagen is more affordable than you think it is. And we're encouraging people to look in the price comparisons in magazines. And the result is we're on an absolute record sales here. We're having our best year ever.
Paul, the old Passat was criticised for its rather bland styling, dark interior and that kind of notchy gear change that it suffered with. Have you overcome the problems this time?
Well, the new car is completely different from the ground upward, and completely different design. It's slightly larger than the old one, slightly longer. It benefits from Volkswagen's group purchasing strategy, which means that you can have a completely new car, but high-value components like engines, transmissions, gearboxes, running gear, and a lot of the minor parts are shared with other Volkswagen products, so you can have a very well-equipped Volkswagen product for no more than the price of something like a Peugeot 406, a Vauxhall Vectra, or a Ford Mondeo.
Are you convinced that this time around you can grab the fleet buyers by the checkbooks and convince them that the VW Passat is the one for their fleets?
We really think we can, because as with the Polo, we've got a car that's competitively priced. It's a high-quality product. If I tell you that our plans are to sell 32,000 next year, and we're selling 8,000 of the old Passat and 40,000 the year after, we're looking for a 5-fold increase in sales within 2 years.
What's going on with this VW, Chas? It's an Audi now. What's happened to it?
Well, it's no surprise really, because the Passat shares lots of components with the Audi A4 and engines. Obviously, it's part of the philosophy of the VW Audi group to cut down on the number of components and engines they use for their various models. But this is a very important car for Volkswagen, because hopefully for them it will be the first time they actually break into the very lucrative fleet market. The old Passat was never really hit it off with company car drivers, and with this one they hope to sell 4 times as many.
It's quite a big number. Do you think they're going to do it? Have they managed it?
Absolutely, it's an excellent car.
What are the good features about it? You've driven it?
It has lots of space in it, it's extremely refined, has a very good ride, and it looks very desirable. It looks more expensive than the ordinary cars in that sector, like the Vectra and the Primera.
Yeah, it certainly does. It looks like it should be one class up almost from that. How important do you think image is in this kind of market?
Image is crucial really, because these days lots of company car drivers have their own budget to spend. They're not just given a car. So obviously, Volkswagen are trying to attract the user chooser to go for a Passat rather than say something more mainstream like a Vauxhall Vectra or Ford Mondeo. I think they will achieve their target to sell 4 times as many Passats as the old model.